I was talking to Romel, who's in charge of our marketing, and Jose, who's in charge of our intake team today. And they told me that we've been getting a lot of calls for people who don't really want to hire us. They just want to talk about what if. What if? So I want to spend a little bit of time talking about what if, because that's sort of what this show's about. The show probably could be called the What If Show. Now, my sister, growing up throughout our childhood, would ask what if questions like, what if we get hit by a big meteor, or what if this, or what if that? And I understand that there's a lot of anxiety right now, right? What if this, what if that? I get all that, right? To the extent that you can, I would say try not to play the what if game. I know it's easier for me to say big white guy, US citizen, all that stuff. I get that. But for your own mental health, I think catastrophizing, which is the word I would use for what my sister tends to do. Caro says, I keep eating and gaining weight, laugh out loud. What if? You can what if yourself to death, right? So, like here, how long will the 75 countries hold last? I don't know. Who knows? Who knows how long? I don't know. Can I go ahead with my I-130 since the visa has been paused? Yes, file it. Why wouldn't you? Keep going. Keep doing everything on your end so that the delay is only on their end. And again, with what if, I always come back to the serenity prayer. There's 3 parts to the serenity prayer, or 4. God is the first part. Grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So there's things that I can't change, and I can't do anything about that. I can't do anything about when my green card interview is going to be, when my spousal visa interview is going to be. I can't control that. God, grant me a serenity to accept the things I cannot change. So there's things that I can't change. Help me find that serenity. The courage to change the things I can. The courage to change the things I can. We got to be brave right now, right? We got to be brave and do the things that we can do. Am I nervous about filing a lawsuit against the federal government? Yeah. Do I have to have courage to do it? Yeah. Do we have to have courage to go to our biometrics interviews? Sadly, yes. Do we have to have courage to go to our green card interviews? Sadly, yes. And here's the third part, the wisdom to know the difference. The wisdom to know the difference. That's, God, what we really want. What we really want is the wisdom to know what are the things I can change, what are the things I can't change. Serenity now, George would say. Yes, George Costanza would say. Serenity now. All right.